So this is day 5. We've got drying happening at many different phases. We've got some rich purples still being dried out. We've got our rainbow moss at different phases. Right, look at that in the sun. Isn't that beautiful? But let me show you what I'm most excited about today. Today we've got some materials. What are we going to do with it? Well, let's go find out. So I would like to thank our supporter who helped us to get the materials for the drying station going. So we're going to be building out a drying station. So we got some wood, we bought some wood, bought some cement, bought some zinc. Hey! And we are waiting for mesh. So we can be able to move the operation off the ground and into its own drying area, right? Because we spend the whole day chasing, trying to keep out of the sun. Hi, Cookie. Hi. No. When I'm finished. Okay, later when I'm finished. I said when I'm finished. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the garden is still going on. Let me just walk back there to the site of where I'm going to place it, because as you can imagine, it is a strong odor, right? But so we're going to move the operations away from the house. It's going to be a little trek, but I think until we get everything else that we need, we could just make use of the land, right? So we're going to build a shed, a drying shed, with the material, and we're going to put it in the clearing somewhere, right? And if we're able to sell enough of the Seamoss, we can move on to our beekeeping. We can use the Seamoss to fund our beekeeping initiatives, because this is less of a startup to us than it would be if we had to, purchase the hives. The thing about the beekeeping is it's also a construction issue. So I needed to move the houses out of the way, and I broke them. And when I broke them, I was going to use the material to build. But it didn't work out in the time that I needed it to work out in. And I also got sick. Jojo got sick. And the Fundi, I think he got sick. So we weren't able to move as quickly as we wanted to. So this is the community beekeeping project, and it had to halt. Like, I wasn't here for at least 4 weeks last year, and a lot of things were not done, and the bills kept coming in. So the small resources that I had to jumpstart what I needed to do, I had to use that. So now, when that we have this opportunity with the Seamoss, we can just, focus on that and see what that can do for us, because it takes about a year to turn around for your first harvest for your bees, for your honey. But still, I mean, that's two amazing super products, Seamoss and honey. And can you imagine if we moved, into the processing industry where we could scale and we could bring this to market? We could process our own cosmetics off of natural sea moss and homegrown honey. Imagine what we could do with this opportunity, right? And so, yeah, I mean, investors are always welcome, buyers are welcome. This is an immense opportunity to participate in a growing industry. And yeah, don't let this one miss you, right? Not growing, it's a booming industry. This CMOS industry, I think, is in the 5 billion or 50 billion. Someone can always correct me on that. But that's a big chunk. And as far as Tanzania goes, there isn't much of scale happening here. There's a lot happening in Zanzibar with its own challenges, but I mean, I'm sure I can bring my expertise and my experience to this and my connections that we could do something productive with this. So I have decided to stop every single thing that I'm doing, everything, and just jump on this. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. Okay, so if you're interested in getting some of these CMOS, please email me, exodusafrica1@gmail.com, exodusafrica, the numeral 1, @gmail.com. And yeah, we sell by the 10-pound weight. This is wild crafted, hand harvested, and natural, It has all the natural qualities that you could expect. And because of where it's coming from, it's not coming from an industrialized area, so it's pristine, the beach is clean. So let's see what we can do. The more you show me your support, the more I'm able to do. So if you're booking your reservation at the Exodus house, come on through. Book your reservations. We're building our drying shed, moving it away from the house so we can continue to welcome people back home. To book the Exodus house, go to exodushousc.com. And yeah, if you have any kind of investment connections that is looking to participate in something that is booming and growing, and this is what you call a potential gold mine right here, because the cost of acquisition and yeah, this is what you want. You want low cost acquisition and high market value, and that's what gives you an opportunity for leverage and room to see your profits. So this particular kind of sea moss is not here every day. Sometimes we have low tide, sometimes we have high tide, sometimes we have rough seas. So it's dependent on the weather. So with every other industry, when you have something that is in low quantity and high demand, you can always get the maximum price of your product, right? And so where we're selling it at, it gives people a lot of opportunity, a lot of wiggle room. You don't need a whole lot of it. If you buy a 10-pound bag, you're not going to use that 10-pound bag all, right? You only need a little bit to put in water, and it expands. It comes right back up nice, big and fluffy, and you can use it to make your gels and stuff like that. Okay, so personally, how I grew up, I don't recall seeing it being boiled too much, other than like for mother's milk and like baby food. But uh, as far as blending though, it retains most of the nutritional value when you blend it over boiling. But I'm gonna make gel. I have some that I put to the side for myself. I'm gonna make gel. I'm going to show you the uses. I'm going to also give you a video on the nutritional content. But you've got Dr. Google, you can go and do some research and find out all you need to know, right? So we're scaling up, right? We're moving into we're building a drying station. This is a screen that we are going to be using. Is it? No, this looks like one of the old screens off of the house, because the template that I gave them was like 2x4. So this is, but we ordered some screen wire and some screens, and we ordered some other things that will help this process to move to where it needs to go, right? So we're still on it. It's an all hands on deck mission. Jackie is, oh man, this guy is just amazing. Thank you, Jackie. So yeah, so when we dry this in its own shaded area, we don't have to worry about rain, we don't have to worry about sun, and we can continue to scale this, right? Because this is wild crafted, this is not farm raised, and that gives us many rooms for expansion. And there are things that I want to talk about, but I'm not going to talk about. But if y'all know anyone who's interested in jumping on, a great business opportunity, y'all let me know. All right. Bye, y'all.